You got so jacked for these movies. Did he juice? Did he take steroids?
No.
Liar!
Hi y'all, welcome to Ron Frat Boy Fitness. Back with another video. This one's going to be about Hugh Jackman, my favorite superhero. My name's Logan. I was named after Wolverine. He's come back for Deadpool 3, and recently in the media, he went on an interview with Chris Wallace from CNN. And Chris Wallace straight up asked him, like, hey man, did you ever take steroids? And he answered no. And I'm going to put the clip right here.
You got so jacked for these movies, 9 Wolverine movies, and over the years people have wondered, did he juice? Did he take steroids?
No. I love my job and I love Wolverine. I've got to be careful what I say here, but I had been told anecdotally what the side effects are of that, and I was like, I don't love it that much.
Yeah, no.
So no, I just did it the old school way, and I tell you, I've eaten more chickens. I'm so sorry to all the vegans and vegetarians and to the chickens of the world. I've literally, the karma's not good for me. If the deity has anything related to chickens, I'm in trouble.
Okay, so he pretty much spells it out. Should we take his word on it? Did he take steroids? What do I think, and why do I think that, right? So let's start off with, he made a really big transformation from the first X-Men movie, where, you know, he just looked kind of average, kind of okay, to, you know, like the Wolverine, Days of Future Past. That's when he like hit his peak physique. You know, it was a big change. He wasn't just, you know, going from like already in good shape to like fucking like what he looks like. He went from a dude who looks like he really didn't work out that much to like fucking ripped, shredded. He was like a superhero, right? So, you know, what do I think? I think he probably did take steroids. I know he says he didn't. He said he told her the side effects and didn't want to do it. But you got to think, when he first played Wolverine in the first X-Men movie that came out in 2000, he was already in his 30s, right? He was already in his 30s. Before, he mostly did musicals and like stuff like that, and like comedies and stuff. So he wasn't really a big like fitness person, right? I'm not sure if he ever really seriously worked out in his life, right? So if you look at what he looked like in the first X-Men movie, and then if you look like what he looks like in the second X-Men movie, he made a big jump. But for a guy in his 30s who's never worked out before, that jump from X-Men 1 to X-Men 2 is possible. He probably did that naturally. Or he could have done that naturally if he didn't, right? But when you get to like X-Men Origins Wolverine, that's when he like had his first like crazy shirtless scene. Because in X-Men 2, I don't think he had any shirtless scenes. He looked jacked, but he was always wearing a wife beater. And X-Men Origins Wolverine, that's when he had his like shirtless scene when he gets out of the tub and he's fucking all juiced up and when he first got his metal claws, right? That was the scene where he was like, oh shit, this guy's in great shape. And then every movie after that, he got better, right? He just looked better, and you know, he was in his mid-40s at that point, you know, and there is like some misconceptions I want to clear up. People think that like once you hit 30, like you just cannot grow any more muscle. That's not true. Your testosterone levels do decline, right? But if you're someone who's never lifted weights before and you start lifting in your 30s, you can put on a decent amount of muscle, you know, compared to where you're at currently. Will you get as much muscle as a guy who's 24 or 25? No, of course not, you know, but naturally at least. But you know, you can grow in your 30s. It's we see a lot of IFBB pros that turn pro at 35, 36, and then compete in the Olympia. It happens all the time, right? So I think he was natural for the first 2 X-Men movies, right? You see that he's getting more in shape, taking more seriously, because in the first X-Men movie, he did not take his fitness serious at all. He didn't understand, you know, what was expected of him. And even back then, superhero movies weren't what they were now. That first X-Men movie really was like the first big superhero movie outside of Batman and Superman, right? So that was the first big Marvel movie. Even though it wasn't in the MCU, it was still a Marvel movie. X-Men and Marvel characters. So that, like, him doing a superhero movie was just another gig for him. He didn't really take it seriously. After the reception of the first movie, he said, "Oh fuck, I gotta get in shape." Started working out, and then by the time he was in X-Men Origins Wolverine, which I think came out in 2008, he was already had 8 years of training and stuff, and he probably said, "Okay, I need to up the game. I'm getting older. I need to hop on the juice." So I understand why these actors don't talk about if they take steroids or not, right? It really just comes down to like public reception. These steroids are illegal. Now, he's Hugh Jackman. I bet he has a doctor that prescribes him it. I bet a lot of these people in Hollywood, what they do is they find a doctor and they give them a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and they can prescribe them a lot of steroids legally. They can prescribe them like testosterone, HGH, I think even like Anavar and Winstrol, I think you can get prescribed by a doctor, which is insane. Because those are pretty much just for like building muscle and stuff. I mean, obviously, there's probably some other benefits for people that, normal people, but like mostly for building muscle, that's what it is, right? So I bet he has a doctor he goes through. I bet he doesn't do anything underground. I bet it's all legal, but at the same time, like, it's frowned upon. Talking about drug use is, not okay in Hollywood, unless it's marijuana or you're some fat fucking stoner like that asshole Seth Rogen, and you can talk about your drug use all you want, but God forbid you take steroids, go fuck yourself, right? No, but yeah, man, Hugh Jackman's coming back for Deadpool 3. He's probably gonna be sauced to the gills. He looks really good. He's in his 50s now, man. He does not age. He's like the real life Wolverine, man. Like, he does not age. He looks good. I hope when I'm 50 I look like that. But yeah, man. Let me know what you think. Did he do it naturally? Do you think he didn't do it naturally? If he did start taking steroids, which movie do you think he started taking them in? I've religiously watched all the X-Men movies. I'm a huge fan. Like I said, my parents named me Logan after Wolverine, right? So I'm pretty familiar with this stuff. But like, when do you think he started taking it? And then what do you think he took? Do you think he just took like TRT, or do you think he actually hopped on the sauce and went full test trend Winnie, all that shit? So like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry if I haven't been uploading videos. I've been gone recently. I'll address that in my next video. I got a funny way I'm going to address it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all have a good day.